Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Shout out to Ranksta, by the way, one of our new subscribers, one of the first ones even. He requested that song. Good old classic, AC/DC, How the Hell. So, just one of the benefits, man, one of the benefits. Anyways, we are back. They're already in game number 2, so we should really go ahead and look to do this. So, let's jump in here.
Reconnect, apparently.
You'll be able to reconnect.
Yeah.
Let's jump in here and start to see what's going on. Okay, so here we go. Again, Trademark versus Brothers in Arms. Again, Trademark, it's not really, but anyways, we're just having fun here. Round of 32 here in this Ultimate Series Aluna event. Of course, 1-0 lead for Brothers in Arms. So, the banning draft, you see the first pick right there, Lodestone. We did have Artillery, Wild Soul, Witch Slayer, and Oogie as far as the banning pool went. I mean, you're looking at the pool, Monkey King. Yeah, he is actually going to be picked up right there. Andromeda as well, so always fun seeing her, I think, at least. Those are good options. You got some jungling options, something like Legionnaire. I guess that's really it. Go through the funk, kind of. We see heroes like Magnus.
They actually might pick it in tribute, for all I know. These guys have been
that's true.
Paying me a lot of love. We'll see.
Wouldn't be surprised, man. Is it coming? There's a Magnus pickup right there. Not surprised to see that.
I would be weirded out if they had the Lodestone on top of the map. Well, actually, they could make it work, actually, in terms of laning if they had that Lodestone Suicide. No problem. Dual lane mid, but not drafting it just yet if they are going to. Monkey King Andro, otherwise on this side, a very powerful combination, actually. The Andromeda with the amplified damage coming out from the Aurora and the Monkey King. Just bursting on through. I'd like to see that. It did load up the game finally. Obviously, it was staggering for a bit. So I missed out on the banning phase. Looks like a lot of the cheesy carries and kind of Witch Slayer thrown in there being taken care of. I definitely don't like fighting a Witch Slayer when I'm Monkey King, too. The lockdown can be overwhelming.
Oh, yeah, that can be annoying to deal with. You know, it's there's a Pandemonium and Legionnaire picked up.
Strong. Yeah. Physical damage all in again for this team. They love their physical damage. Yep. That's both games. Yeah, honestly, it means nothing to me unless they pick it. So either mana up or put it away. Like you can make it work with your lanes. Do the Alonia Magnus mid, have the Elephant Roam on it, and then to get a solo hero for the side lane. Otherwise, put it away because you know what? You're not doing anything by playing with my heart.
You know,
actually, I'm not even sure if I want to watch it because it might. What if it doesn't go well? Like then I'll just be I have to like cast my own demise.
The thing is, Cthulhu gets picked
Hell
up.
Yeah,
your
profit.
camera will be locked on Cthulhu the whole game, and you'll just be talking about it the whole time. All right,
that's
Valkyrie Prophet though. Interesting stuff right there. And speaking of a hero like Valkyrie, real quick, I mean, when we're in the longer break there, we actually showed one of our Honcast history clips. I think it was Dirty Minds versus Empire Gaming. I mean, classic matchup there a couple years back. And Arrow playing the Valkyrie gets an annihilation twice in that game. Some epic moments. That was an action-packed game. But yeah, he was playing Valkyrie. Another hero that we saw in the game, Slither, a hero we never really see anymore. I mean, man, there's just been some. It was fun though looking back at those clips, and we definitely plan to do a lot more of those Honcast history clips with that said. And shout out to Akko Taco, by the way. Oh,
what?
Look at that!
Yeah, but I don't want it on that team. That looks awkward and weird.
That
oh God,
makes sense.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh wait, you know what? I love these guys. I curse them. I curse them. I feel so bad. I love you guys. I love you guys. I have to write that.
It is an interesting.
Oh God, I cringe a little bit.
How it's gonna work with their lineup though, yeah.
Look, I like the hero, but everything has a time and a place, man. And well, I guess.
Hey, they did it for you, so
they're going YOLO.
Like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them my love. I look at all of this burst and the laning potential and everything about the Hellboard team. I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah.
All right. Show me what you got.
We'll see. Hey, they're down 1-0, and they don't care though, man. They're going man mode. In
YOLO mode is on.
Exactly. So, no, the Hellboard side. I mean, the Valkyrie Prophet. I love seeing Valkyrie, especially. Her arrow did get kind of buffed back up a little bit ever since that nerf happened a while back. Of course,
it's actually stronger at level 4 now.
Yeah, even so, yeah.
There's a thread about her recently where everyone just said people realized she wasn't good and stopped playing her. You know, there's a couple of players still on the scene. I know Slicks, even talking to him back in Thailand, he was like, I think Valk owns. Yeah, I still want to use Valk. So I mean, Slicks being known as one of the better carry players in the game, obviously is, I don't know if his team feels the same way about it. But in a game like this, in a BD pool, her viability definitely increases. And look at that team synergy. I mean, they just have so much gank potential, so much team fight there on the Hellborn side.
There is plenty. Prophet especially, and again, Prophet's an interesting hero, man. I remember with Lockpick, Hauntour first starting, this was the one hero out of those heroes that were introduced where we're like, we should expect to see Prophet. we never really saw him. We saw him a couple of games, and honestly, I don't remember a game where we ever saw him having a really big impact, even the few that we did see him. So just it went from we're going to see him all the time maybe to seeing him at least every now and then to
took a random
just
nerf
didn't see
on
him at
his,
all. Yeah.
Took a random nerf on his E, too, at some point before he got released, which...
Persecution, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I just called it his E. I actually have to try really, really hard to remember spell names. Half the time I'm highlighting them.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah, I do that all the time. Especially heroes like
when
that.
I'm playing the game, I don't sit there and call it by their names, and I don't know. I don't think a lot of people like it anyway, but either way, yeah, it looks like they're creating a little bit of action here. Elephant looks like he has a suicide build, so...
Oh, Andromeda. Okay, he's going to go through the trees, but Magma's trying to get in range. He's so close, but he's just out of range. Not going to get close enough, it looks like.
Nope.
Man, he wanted to, but good patience by him.
He's a little bit hungry. Maybe they could have tried an arrow to try to catch someone out, though, while they were fleeing, because they didn't have full vision of the Valk. Might have a good time. I'm not sure how close he was, though. And besides that, Elephant is up there, going to ward the pool and keep himself safe as he goes to the suicide lane here. Better hope he doesn't go up against... Oh, he's going up against Aluna. Okay. So Prophet is going to be more of that supporter. Aluna is going to be more in that solo lane. I feel like Elephant is going to get out harassed up here. Doesn't have a hatchet, so it's going to make it very hard to quickly get CS without taking a lot of harass from her.
Yeah.
It's going to be interested to watch it, I suppose, as it plays out.
Well... Yeah, I mean, the Hellborn team, obviously, Brother in Arms, the Legion side, the first game, I mean, doing very similar where they got roam-heavy strategy between Prophet and Magnus. They can definitely start roaming early on, setting up some kills. So
I want to say, though, Legionnaires in the enemy woods, and you don't really think of Legionnaire as the ganker. True. But someone squishy like Aluna, who's going to be applying a lot of aggressive pressure to this Elephant. And meanwhile, Elephant gets lane control thanks to the fact that he can deny the wave. It's possible that while she's manning up and trying to harass her, she's not going to expect this Legionnaire coming up from behind, taunting her on the wave, follow up with an Elephant charge, and down she'll go. So actually really curious to watch this.
Legionnaire did go the hatchet to help him even pull a little bit.
Small camp, but not the medium, and they had a quick level 2 here. A little bit disgusted by that skin, man. I still can't get. I'm not a fan.
It does. The proportion of it is just the axe is just huge.
He's like a stumpy little. I don't know.
He's like a midget. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It doesn't the shirt like come off or something?
It comes off at level 6. He takes it off and he. True Chippendale style.
Sometimes, man. Sometimes.
So this tri-lane down here, that's a hell of a tri-lane. Prophet kind of needs levels of support though. Is pretty. Level reliant, doesn't do that much into persecution. Needs levels before it gets the extra ticks, the damage amplification. At level 2 he does decent damage, but yeah, it definitely helps him to get those levels. He's level reliant support, so going to be keeping an eye to see if they adapt the lanes or start roaming the Magnus at all to help him pick up. Looks like Magnus is more of playing the one on the side there, whereas Prophet's soaking up XP in the lane, so maybe divvying it up that way. Yeah,
that is something, speaking about Prophet, that when it came to a case where we realized we weren't really seeing him too much, and when we did see him, it wasn't anything too crazy, it seemed like that was a big reason for it, was because that he does need some good levels. He's more of a secondary support, really, because he definitely uses those levels. And when it comes to the synergy, in theory, with that shared fate and bouncing around the persecution and the debilitate even, there's a lot of potential there. But if those aren't maxed out, as you're just kind of talking about, obviously the efficiency of them definitely goes down quite a bit, and it's not as threatening by any means. So, yeah, being in this trial lane, he is going to be nerfed in levels somewhat, so definitely curious to see how things are affected, perhaps, for Starlove here, playing this, what is the main support Prophet, but damn, is there a lot of kill potential here. I mean, Prophet, Magnus, and Valkyrie. Hell, you look at Valkyrie and Magnus alone. Talk about classic lane combination there. That's definitely one of the more memorable ones.
Yeah, so get the hell out of here, Prophet.
Exactly. Why is Prophet even here,
let them do their thing, man. They don't need you.
Or should just go mid. So.
Yeah. So Andromeda looking to try to make something happen too. Legionnaire, though, I mean, all these wards that were placed, man, they're pretty much doing nothing because Legionnaire didn't even go to his own woods. He was perceptive, and now they're not even trying to edge him out. They're not applying any pressure to him, so they're still sitting there. So, yeah, so we got a little bit caught up there in how they were moving around and setting up. Yeah, they warded the hell out of that jungle, and they're not even attempting to push him out of their own. So, it really does nothing.
That is a big. I mean, you're right. 3 camps were blocked in the jungle. 1 with the Rev and 2 with the Ward of Sight, or 2 with Revs and 1 with Ward of Sight. And as you mentioned, it just doesn't matter. Didn't get any
points in his Huckum. Instead, opted for the aura right away.
Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I think it's okay. I mean, he's going to be using all of his mana here for charges, I guess. He has 2 mana potions. Maybe he misleveled the Mortifying Presence, too. Maybe not.
Well,
I feel like
maybe, I mean, the downside of Hook, it did get changed up. Actually, he's going to trample in right here, do some decent damage, but...
This is going to apply the rest. He's really just beating down this Alonia, man. So.
I mean, the Withering Presence is coming into play a little bit right there, but...
What's our actual 288?
Holy crap, he is really diving. Another trample hits, but he
no.
trampled too far! Alonia's going to kite now!
He needs a health potion activate.
Oh, no. Holy saints. Oh.
He was looking so good, but he just didn't auto again before the charge. He did a little bit of miscalculation. Then he got greedy.
Yep.
Then he got greedy, so... What was a dominated lane coming out for the Elephant, or looked like he had established a lot of pressure, all of a sudden it goes to waste. But you know what? Legionnaire is coming into position. No health potion for him yet, but he's grabbing a DD rune. They can actually get a quick kill here onto the Alonia.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's safe to say they need it, man. I mean, that's just got to be so frustrating for Cthulhu Fun. He's back up here at the lane, though. We're going to continue to farm in the meantime. Obviously, I have another pause coming out here. It looks like Lodestone just trying to get something figured out on his side. I think just having some lag issues. So, speaking of that middle matchup, actually.
Oh no.
We do have what's that?
Well, Legionnaire has not Legionnaire.
Lodestone.
No. Yeah, no Legionnaire. Sorry, he has no regen being ferried out to him right now. So.
What did he buy?
No, nothing. That's it. So the fact that he has no health potion on the courier right now, courier's not flying. He can still probably gank top. Looks like he wants to kill the small camp again, but afterwards I'd go for the gank, then maybe switch it up. A lot of those wards are fading there in his own woods, so try to make something happen.
Yeah. We'll see, we'll see. I was going to mention this middle matchup, though. I mean, again, according to Lodestone, maybe he's been lagging a little bit, but the numbers still stand. 10-5 Monkey King, 8-1 Lodestone, so Monkey King has been having the better time here, and you do see Andromeda is nearby. Only level 2, but... that Comet Stun, obviously the same duration at all levels, so not too worried about that. So if they can perhaps get Lodestone in a little bit of bad of a position, then
yeah, if only Holly knew. That's what you get for killing me, Diffuse, pure revenge. If only he knew what's coming.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, the no regen on Legionnaire, though, I mean, it does seem like they've had their chances to get maybe a kill up here at the top lane, even now so, but with the no regen, it would be very risky. To try to go for it. So, how is Legionnaire doing with that said? It looks like he just cleared out the medium camp there. He had the double stack yellow camp, of course. So, his goal per minute about 230. We're only just now 3 minutes into the game, though, so not much you can really take of that. At least just, yeah, Valkyries is having a good time in the meantime. Basically, the top farm of the game at 200, or not the top farm, but up there with the Creep farm at least, 11-6. Alonia is the top farmer of the game, though, with, of course, getting that kill. On to Cthulhu Font, hoping a lot for that. So,
I'm just curious. Really, Alonia is very easy to pick off. I'm curious to see if I'll see Legionnaire roam, because he doesn't have any health regen. If he actually roamed and ganked the lane, he could maybe snag, I don't know, the health potion from Cthulhu Font and then go back to farming and send another regen out for the Cthulhu then. Quick charge, so he's applying a lot of that harass. Again, like intent
don't do it.
Yeah, please, not this time. Like, Cthulhu Font, stop.
Yeah, you're good right there. Okay. Good.
Oh my God, he's in.
Man mode, man mode. Yeah, there is a flash freeze,
but he's got 2 mana potions, so intent to just keep on trampling. Not gonna wait for that Legionnaire gank. He's like, screw it, I'll do it myself. No health potion, but there's boots on Alonia, man. You can't do this, Cthulhu.
Oh no, Legionnaire.
Another creep. Oh, the Legion. What the hell?
Oh, tramples in, and yes!
Who was I to say he couldn't do it? Who was I to say he couldn't do it?
Man mode works.
Holy say, what is he's out of his mind. He's out of his mind landing those charges. All of a sudden he
showing the man mode, man. Lodestone is gonna rocket drill away. Yeah, that's obviously a downside of trying to jump on a Lodestone right there. It's not only fairly tanky, but
I'm passing over the crown, man. Someone give this guy a King Cthulhu Font avatar, because that was insane.
Yeah, you know, it does make sense. I mean, look at the Mortifying Presence. He has level 2 of it. He's also timing it to, you see right there. He's all about the man mode here. So, but he's timing it to where he's killing a creep with the trample as well. So the Mortifying Presence activates, and it slows down Alonia quite a bit. It allows him to get some good auto attacks.
Right, which you can fall back a little bit on the Alonia too, though. Yes, he's landing good charges, but a lot of that with an Alonia that has boots positioning back, a lot of that comes down to her, because the ability is overall fairly easy to dodge. You saw right there, she was just out of range of it just by sitting at 500, 600 and moving back. So if she notes that he's trying to get creep kills and use it, she can, well, sidestep it.
Yeah. Very, very true. So definitely having some fun back and forth up here at the top lane.
Yeah.
As far as creep farm goes, I mean, Cthulhu is only 6-1 compared to Alonia, who is 11-7. So
yeah, so doing quite well there, at least on Alonia's end. The kill playing a big role, but
how's Pandemonium doing, by the way? I'm assuming, yeah, wow, he is struggling. Only 5 kills down here. I had to think, honestly, I thought for a second this was Nighthound. Because I know Nighthound has somewhat of a similar skin, but this is the Tiger Mode.
Teen Nighthound, or maybe?
No, doesn't he have like a
Teen Nighthound's will be. Oh, he has
one that is somewhat. I don't know exactly which one I'm talking about.
But, I don't know if it actually exists in the game
it might
or not.
not. Maybe I'm just completely making something up. If there isn't, then it needs to happen. Anyways, it is Pandemonium. That's the point. He is not having a good time, though. That's the further point. Ward of Sight is going to spot Prophet roaming over, so at least for Pandemonium's sake, he will be able to live for now, as he's just going to hug the tower here.
Cthulhu wants to stay in there just because he has the wave pushing, but at the same time, I'm sure he wants to regen so he can actually apply pressure. Monkey King, nothing special there in the mid lane. Heard some sound effects going on, but he's just autoing it. Looks like there's a Legionnaires is getting chased around in the woods, man, by two. But they've got to be careful in mid now, because if he doesn't back off this Monkey King, they do have that roaming train coming. Prophet Magnus able to lay out quite a bit of hurt, and
it looks like Legionnaire and Andromeda were going to start jungling a little bit together, but as soon as Prophet and Magnus started roaming over, they were spotted by the Ward of Sight, and that's what got them to be like, okay, we can't do this here.
Have Andromeda come to the enemy woods then with him.
Oh, look at this, though. Top lane Alonia. Alonia's dead. There's no way Alonia's getting out of this. The trample, it misses! I don't even still think it's going to matter. Double damage, Monkey King coming in. One just slam is down. Boom! Goes the dynamite, and Alonia will fall. Absolute zero put out, but
if Alonia actually, as soon as she sidestepped the charge, if she actually stunned and then ultied, would have been able to get a counter kill.
Really?
On a Cthulhu, yeah.
So?
Elephant only had 300 life. A quick stun into the ulti, it does a surprising amount of damage. So yeah, put in one auto attack, stun into flash freeze, guaranteed that would have killed him. Elephant did not have investments yet. Either way, it didn't. So, you know, in those high pressure situations, sometimes you don't always make the best calls. And, oh, nice movement coming out for them across the board. Legionnaire looks like Magnus wants to screw up his plan, so he's not going to stick around for it.
Just running around with him, the Chippendale Legionnaire, man. He just can't get an opening. He's still level 4.
Oh, he's done for.
There comes the Shatterstorm activated. Losan knows there's nothing he can do. Standing right in his face. There's the explosion. Now the Lava Surge was missed. Monkey King coming in. Not going to be enough in the end, though. Glacial Spikes come out and down falls the Legionnaire. Magnus, however, he's going to probably fall in return. Yes, he will. Monkey King thinking about going back in. Flash Reach put down. And now actually Monkey King needs to worry about getting away. He will get connected on, and down he falls. So well played right there from Alonia, using everything pretty much, other than the absolute zero.
Initially, it looked like he might get away, but that last auto attack did just enough damage. The last Glacial Spike going just south of him, but
Prophet,
God,
harassing him a little bit, but
I mean,
ooh, he still gets a pull off.
Legionnaire should be fine now. The small camp was stacked. It is in their own woods. They can protect their own woods now with 3. Actually, Prophet being edged out here. Pandemonium going behind him, but does he not actually know?
He's gonna pick up the
He has to know Prophet's
okay, yeah, now he's dead. Come dance with me, says Legionnaire, and Prophet will oblige. Cannonball to finish him off. Mange Fest right there on the Pandemonium. What the hell was that?
I keep hearing all these sound effects, man, that I'm not sure what's going on, and I keep looking, and I'm like, oh, the Magnus is channeling his ulti, and then I look
think
there's
that was
nothing.
The Pandemonium, like he was growling, man. That was freaky stuff. There's that Pan Man playing a trick on me. No.
Yeah, actually, it might be our producers playing sound effects here.
We might be getting trolled right now.
No.
He says no. I don't know how much we can trust that, though.
So,
but yeah,
I would like to see one person support top right now. Quick pick off with this Elephant onto the Alonia again. Straight Helm of the Black Legion going to make it very hard to harass him out of the lane. For sure at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Without burning through all of her mana.
Yeah, no booth, but that level 2 Mortifying Presence.
And look who's joining the party. It's Big Bad Magnus coming in.
Cthulhu holding his ground, man. He has Obliterate, too. He trampled at the last second, but he gets done first. And Cthulhu in a lot of trouble. Frigid Field is put down. The absolute zero was used. And Whitney playing that Magnus will get credit for the kill. So, man, that was a good attempt from Cthulhu, but...
Yeah, stunned right in his charge there, though. He was He was really just sitting there trading autos for no reason. I mean, he would have gotten a kill in the end, I understand, but it better just play it safe and took the experience in the lane.
So, gets turned on. Monkey King is the best farm in the game right now, though. Great news here for our Legion side, of course, as he is farming about 320 gold per minute here.
Yeah.
As Ghost Marcher's finished, bottle picked up, and nearly another 1,000 gold saved up at least. But uh-oh, right as I say that, you might need to be careful here. In comes the auto attacks, the rocket drill going to be used. The face smash at Monkey King. Yes, he will eventually fall. Could not get out of there. Prophet led the way with the persecution. And again, Monkey King just couldn't react after that. So
I'm worrying if this Legion team's going to fall prey to sitting in their lanes way too much. Like, they did good early on, but before the Cthulhu Font died top out, I would have liked to see the Andromeda or someone, even the Legionnaire, walk up there behind him and set up a kill on that Alonia. She was squishy. Cthulhu Font could have set up with a charge, get a quick pick off, and set it once again in your favor. I'm afraid that if they sit in their lanes here, Valk is more than self-sufficient on bottom. She's not going to die, right? So then you have Pandemonium trying to farm in lane. You have Legionnaire trying to farm the woods. You have Cthulhu Font rooted top, and he's not able to make anything happen on his own. And all they're doing is sending heroes around, finding the angles where they have numbers, and they're just going to keep exploiting that. So I want to see them mix things up here on this Legion team.
Ooh, you see Andromeda trying to roam around and find somebody, but both Lodestone and Prophet are going to be able to get away in time. Yeah, Legionnaire, he does have a son with the Black Legion, so great right there, but he's going to stack this camp, and happens to be another Campman champion, unfortunately, not the best, but he'll try to go back in, at least do some damage right here, maybe kill them off. But anyways, so the couple with the helm of the Black Legions here on their on this side is Legionnaire again. We'll have to fall back before. Monkey King, as he resurrects, he actually gets some Mystic Vestments here, so it's going to help him survive a little bit more, if any danger. As Pandemonium, he's got his Ghost Marchers, but again, he also has just been really struggling in this game. But I guess it's honestly the Hellborn side, it's not like they're taking off either, so it's both sides seem to just kind of be struggling in a sense. Neither side are really doing that well, ultimately.
Yeah, I just want to see some movement, man. Someone just port top, kill Salonia. She's squishy, still Elemental Charge onto it. Just takes a quick 1-2 combo, and down she goes. Go back to farming afterwards. Magnus already in position here. He's going to pay. He can't get up. No way he can get out unless he TPs. And even then, Magnus is in reach now, so he's gonna keep vision of him. And
he obliterates. He's going for the counter kill. He's trample up. No, he will not hit it at the sidestep from Aluna. However, is he actually going to live? No man at Aluna. There we go. The Frigid Field comes out, but just not enough damage. Cthulhu Font lives. Oh man, tanky enough, I guess. In the meantime, though, Monkey King did fall. Actually, to looks like Lodestone. So at least the Hellborn team makes something happen. And actually goes in right here once again. He doesn't have the Shadow Storm. Goes trying to head smash right there. Gets stunned by the Comet. And Andromeda will actually live. So not able to get a second one. But he did get the prior kill to Monkey King at least. Man, through the Font though.
The Font living almost looked like, it was going to be dead Alonia. I thought the stun was used a little bit preemptively too. I thought they staggered it a little bit better between the Alonia and the Magnus. They could have just laid in the autos and gotten the kill, but I think the Font surviving in the end. The most of health here, though. No one to really roam on him, so he's just content to keep soaking up experience.
Ooh, persecution put on Andromeda right there, having the counter kill on a Prophet. Monkey King joins the party, and Prophet just melts away. So excellent turnaround kill right there onto Prophet. So he was trying to go in to set up a kill himself. Magnus in the meantime set at the top like Cthulhu Font. Can he trample away in time? Yes, he tramples, and he gets away! The eruption was gentle. They were hoping that the initial damage would be enough, but it just wasn't. Oh man, at Cthulhu Font. Man mode activated indeed. He's going to try to even set up some kills now with Monkey King also roaming in. Monkey King finds Magnus. One jump slam put down. Oh, but not the best placement with that stagger or the elusive dash.
Push him over the edge?
Yeah, I think it did.
That's... Looks like he's got flicked across the edge. He's
well.
There, yeah.
But anyways, again, Cthulhu Font lives, man. This guy's proven to be a pain.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely a pain, that's for sure. You saw right there, he was using the health potion on himself. Dropped the helm of the Black Legion, so healed a higher percentage of his life. So it's his sustainability up for sure. We'd like to see something like even a mono battery come out here, though, man. Sooner than later.
Back to the top lane. A lot of this game has been lane focused, man. I mean, sure, there's been some roaming, but I mean, it even goes back to what you were mentioning earlier with the lack of roam on on Aluna specifically, but hasn't been a whole lot of movement, honestly. And Valkyrie at the top lane, the face smash coming out right here. Andromeda's also there to help, obviously. And Valkyrie will fall, but at what cost? Pandemonium going to get turned on. He is going to eventually fall. The ports come in for the Hellborn team. They started already the one turnaround kill. Andromeda, very likely going to be a second one, unless he somehow makes the juke of the century right here. He buys a homecoming stone. He's going to go for the TP. Going to go for the TP. Going to go for the TP. He will not port out, though. And Andromeda, he will eventually fall. So he nearly made it, man. But obviously it wasn't going to be in the end.
Time out here? What just
unfortunately.
happened?
Okay, Aloso DCs, and they are at a pauses, unfortunately. So it looks like the Legion team is going to throw a pause for them kindly. But clearly Lowstone is having some internet issues. Oh, he's reconnecting right away, though. So I guess just a hiccup.
Actually, a very low goal per minute game in general. No one breaking the 300 goal per minute mark yet.
That's what I was saying, man. This game has kind of been almost an ugly game in that sense. Not really a whole lot.
Rushing PK? Is he not opting for that? It looks like he might just be.
Huh? No boots even.
Yeah.
Hey, who needs boots when you can just portal around? I guess. Yeah. So it's obviously.
They do need that setup stun. So.
Yeah,
Investments picked up by Elephant, so there's a very, very passive game coming out from him in general, but making it work.
Who Prophet trying to find Legionnaire, but not going to find him. In the end, Legionnaire goes off and will continue to farm. As you mentioned, he has that gold pulled up, nearly 1,800 here. So, oh man, he's in some trouble now, though. Both Prophet and Magnus running in the uphill advantage. They're going to see him. In comes the persecution and the debilitate, and Legionnaire will eventually fall. So, he did a taunt right there the last second, got the armor buff. It's only level 1 taunt though, so not much, and probably didn't matter anyways.
Yeah, probably not.
So good chase right there. Apparently, just talking about the pause situation. I believe there's only 2 pauses left on the Legion side. But anyways, middle lane, Monkey King might be in some trouble now. So his teammate just got ganked in the jungle right there. You kind of see him positioning.
Oh, no,
Magnus, a beautiful stun, full distance. In comes a rock control and everything. A Shatterstorm even activated. But by then, he was dead. So Monkey King gets caught out, man. In the middle lane. And now here comes the push from Brother in Arms here. Take out the tower, or at least attempt to. Should be able to, and yes, they will. Andromeda was nearby, but couldn't get their near lane town to deny it, so. Good push from our Hellborn team, at least. And now the GPM. Aluna does jump up a little bit here. 320 gold per minute, just about. So she's looking pretty nice. Valkyrie's transitioned to the top lane here, as you notice.
It's kind of a weird game. There hasn't really been any team fights. It's kind of just like the same. Like, we're gonna try to gank Elephant here. He's gonna barely live.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
it's a lot of off here happening. A lot of mid lane action actually across the board. But Elephant, here he is again, about to be contested for the 3rd time. Aluni's coming up behind, but I mean,
round 3.
Charge gonna be able to.
Oh, jeez. He's going to go for a turn kill. In the face arrow. He leaps away. Can he get a trample off? Maybe. No. In comes. He got the kill, though. I just realized that.
What?
Oh, my God. The Obliterate, I guess, just in range.
Not versus a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
With no. Bull Hero's like, it was big, but there's a lead, man. You can't even.
Oops.
Yeah, a little bit overplaying there, so. Elephant gets his revenge in his final moments, but in the end, they're going to be coming out to push his top lane. It's not the biggest of deals.
I was going to say, too, that I mean, even more so to the point you're just making, that Cthulhu Font. Now, Cthulhu Font seems like a hero. That's a roaming hero. That's a hero that can set up ganks and promote team fights and whatnot. He hasn't left his top lane. I mean, he just keeps going back up here.
Nothing else, like, I felt like Cthulhu should have been coming to his lane sooner once again. They needed someone moving. They needed someone moving from the side lanes. They couldn't have just kept the same 3 heroes stagnant. The Monkey King middle. And Monkey King did roam a little bit early on, but then it tapered off. The Panda bot, even the Panda TPing top and setting up something. They just needed to have someone move. It's allowing the Hellborn team to like create the movement themselves and really get into the swing of things. And they're creating golden experience advantage. I feel like favors their team pretty significantly. Just in general, I mentioned they had a really powerful team fight synergy, and I was afraid of their team as the game went on. So
yeah.
I feel like Legion teams is so clunky, it's gonna have a hard time accomplishing what they need to accomplish. Legionnaire, he was pulling up all that gold and then didn't go portal key in the end either. When investments, chalice, and boots. So I always hate to see that.
Yeah, that's true. That's interesting.
There's probably a debate going on. That
I wonder.
like,
Yeah,
screw it.
that's that. I
Usually
mean, that has to be. That's the only explanation. There's no way you save that much gold and then just spread, so spread out like that. So, but I mean, now he has so he does have some great early items now. So now the portal key definitely makes a bit more sense here, as far as following up with what he has. So he has another 1,100 gold. We'll be able to get that Pandemonium in the meantime. He's slowly been recovering himself. He has 2,100 gold saved up, so he's at least doing some work there.
We have reached the 300 GPM mark.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
red alert.
Yeah, she's been there a little bit now, I believe, but she got the tablet finished, so she has been able to surpass that at least. Yeah, again, this game, it's only a 2,000 gold lead right now for the Hellborn. It seems like for some reason it should just even be higher, but it's not. I mean, it's because across the board, it's just
sitting there making up for it too, though, in the woods.
Yeah, true. Ooh, portal key on Magnus, so that's a big pickup with his steam boots. By the way, I forgot to mention I did have a result, and kind of an unfortunate result even, but again, it's just a fun tournament. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I guess Stay Green EU, they did forfeit their match. I guess they just didn't have 5 to play it, so. Again, it's a gold coin tournament, banning draft just for fun, so not the biggest deal in the world, but just worth noting at least. It would have been interesting to see that. Like I said, I was kind of hoping for more of the big name teams like Complexity and Stay Green to definitely match up in a banning draft event, but hey, I didn't want to sign up. Oh well, their choice.
Well, nice movement there by Andromeda. Black Wolf missing his rocket drill, but it was a pretty difficult one to land at that distance. He was more just poking with these. Like, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He's going to throw it out there. I always like to see you attempt to make plays instead of just saying, oh, I can't do it. Because sometimes people misstep. Sometimes you find that angle.
Oh, yeah.
Monkey King's lurking, and this could be their moment. I mean,
are we about to see a team fight?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. This could be it.
Valkyrie's ulti is down. I mean, Energizer might be used to speed him on out of there, though. Yeah, I mean, Elephant's not rocking a blinker. They're sticking around. They're actually going to want to fight.
Oh, they want to try to maybe collapse on them in the front line zone. Nice trample right there. Here we go. Legionnaire charging it as well. Lowstone going to be able to get away, though. In comes Magnus with a big eruption going off. Valkyrie in the back are putting the auto attacks. Legionnaire will fall. Go through the front on the run. Monkey King doing his Monkey King thing. Wanjan Slam is down. Now he bounces out, trying to get away. There's a face smash on Valkyrie, but it seems like it's a little bit too damn late. Pandemonium in some trouble. Cthulhu gets the hell on out of there, but not going to be the same for Pandemonium. He falls into the grave. A 2-for-0 exchange in favor of 814. Andromeda's like, spear me. Not going to happen, though. He gets turned on. 3 kills in total and 0 for our Legion team.
They need portal key from Legionnaire, man. You could tell they just were not expecting that Magnus portal key. Caught him totally flat-footed there. And they really forced it. They really wanted to force it. I thought like they didn't find their angle. It's like, okay, if you could have made the team fight happen while they're still sort of more clumped in, closer to the tower, sure, that's your spot. But when they started backing up, it's like, I don't know, you're walking into their trap. They have a lot of line stuns. They got the load zones ulti. I'd be careful. And then, yeah, sure enough, Magnus blinked on in, punished them. Just want to see Legionnaire sit back and farm his PK right now and then try to force something immediately afterwards.
Yeah. Now, again, even with that team fight right there and the victorious for the Hellborn team, the lead's starting to not go up for them. 5,500 goal lead, 3,600 experience lead. Honestly, I look at this Legion team and still would definitely fear them as this game progresses on. I mean, especially with where you're at on the Hellborn side. I mean, again, Aluna, yeah, she's scary, but she's not your hard carry by any means. You got Valkyrie next in line. Again, doing solid, but hell, Monkey King is even still doing better. So
I just feel like they're clunky, and in terms of chasing up and following up and doing damage, like pretty much Monkey King is what they're looking for here. And if they take out Monkey King, I feel like they're just going to get kited for days. And actually just kited for days across the board with or without the Monkey Kings. You have a Valkyrie, you have a Lodestone, you have Magnus, all hitting inherent mobility. On top of the Alonia applying so much slow, I just feel like them really just being too bulky to get around to win these fights. And that's why that portal key on Legionnaire is so essential now.
Yeah.
And even Elephant, he's not really going a build that's going to allow him to put out high damage. So yes, he's going to be tanky, but what is he going to do with that tank? Just survive longer in the fight to no effect, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice that tankiness in order to get something done. Just a little bit. So just being a big fat boat, they're just going to ignore you. And they're like, okay, we'll kill your team. We'll deal with you afterwards when, you know, we can just keep you slowed, keep you stunned, and yeah. It doesn't really do anything.
Alonia does finish the Gnome's Wisdom, so again, a case of it would have been nice to maybe see that Grimoire power, the light brand into Grimoire power, of course, but she does pass up on that option at least, and Instead, going the Gnome's Wisdom for now, so we'll see how she progresses. Obviously going for more of a utility style of build with the tablet first and then into that Gnome's Wisdom. Firebrand just finished by Valkyrie, though. So no doubt her carry potential is going to start kicking it up a notch. Geometer's being next to line most likely. And, ooh, another timeout right there. I mean, again, I believe the Legion team still has a couple pauses.
They said they didn't want to use them because they have some issues of their own, so they wanted to save them. So they didn't say that warning, unfortunately.
Again, it's not their fault by any means. It's just, it does kind of suck.
So Lux Talionis on the Lodestone, I mean, I like how it gives him armor and magic resistance, but both those things don't really matter because of his ulti, so maybe that's why they're like, oh, it doesn't matter if we lose anymore because we're going to apply it. But he removes armor and magic resistance, so I honestly don't really know.
Yeah, barbed armor just seems like it's such a good item.
Better for not much more cost.
Yeah.
It's level 3 and it's good in pickoff, say, where he's not using his ultimate, so maybe some increased application there on top of giving him armor and magic resistance in just one item slot. Maybe that's something you got going on. Monkey King with that shrunken head. You're looking at that Aluna carry, so to speak, the magic damage, high primary magic damage. Balanced out a little bit by this Valkyrie, but going to help him for sure. And still almost evened out. It just takes one bad fight for them to be in the lead. And, still relatively squishy here against this Legionnaire, who can definitely make something happen. Another shrunken head actually picked up by Pandemonium, so this is their moment.
Yeah, you do see Lowson is still DC'd. Obviously, somebody controlling him, though, on their team, so he still will be able to have an impact somewhat in this fight, whoever is doing the controlling on him. But, yeah, you're right, the 2 Shrunken Heads picked up. That's a big tie-turner chance, at least, for this Legion side over here.
It sounded like the two teams knew each other beforehand, though. They were sort of talking back and forth, and a little bit surprised the pauses aren't coming out. I'm sure the entire
especially with, again, being a fun, this isn't like a big prize pool tournament necessarily. Anyways, here we go, initiation. Oh, Legionnaire jumping in. Oh, the big follow for the whole team. Monkey King jumping around. We do see Lowson jumping in. A big counter eruption though from Magnus. So much damage happening all over the place. Down goes Cthulhu Fun. Lodestone will fall. It's Alonia and Magnus versus Pandemonium and Monkey King. And as you're talking about, the kite is now going to start taking plays. They both just run away, knowing that it's not worth the chase. So
yeah, the one Glacial Spike did miss, unfortunately. I think they needed that slow to keep up the pressure. But hey, man, honestly, initially it looked kind of grim. They got the double Legionnaire taunt into the follow-up Cthulhu Font charges. Didn't burst him down in time, I guess. Lodestone's ultimate on top of the Magnus' ultimate, doing so much work. And big surprise that the 2 heroes in the Shrunken Head are the ones that lived. Stayed high health.
So, yeah, you do see it's done about 2 minutes now here for Lowstone. So again, it's just a case of if he does DC, then unfortunately that would mean okay. We do see the Legion team is gonna throw out a pause right here to at least give him a little bit of time. But there is only one more pause after that, obviously, that they do have as they're mentioning. So even Lowstone BDC'd right there, they were still able to make some big plays with it, and obviously able to at least have a strong stance in that fight. But I don't know, both Pandemonium and Monkey King are, again, going to be becoming more and more of a dangerous hero to deal with here, although the kite potential is still most certainly there for Brother-in-Arms over here. So unfortunately, going to be sitting in a little bit of a pause here. Again, hopefully not too long. If it does take a little bit longer, then maybe we could jump into another game perhaps. But for now, we'll kind of go with it.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see this game through. It's pretty even right now. I guess he's lagging like crazy, but hopefully he's recovering. I mean, it sucks to see these issues always happen come match time sometimes, man.
Time that really matters. That's when it happens. So, again, though, with the banning draft tournament, it's definitely been fun seeing the diversity of heroes. Even in this is now the 4th game in total that we've covered from this event. Obviously, all today so far, but already seen some good plethora of heroes, which is definitely a big part of it. So, and again, I really am looking forward to it, especially advancing on now as we do maybe start to get teams that actually we start to recognize and a little bit higher level player with more experience and seeing how they match up. So. Unfortunately, with State Green EU forfeiting, and that means, so we have teams like, I know Justice League is still in it. We are Spies.
We are Spies. I haven't gotten to see them play in a while, man. I actually kind of miss seeing them play.
Yeah.
It's definitely been since Han Tour. Yeah, I don't think since any time after that I've gotten the opportunity to cast them.
I'm trying to
they're
think
still
of
on the
I think
scene,
there's a
though.
couple other teams that are in here, but I know Clan Milk, one of the new Clan Milk team, is in it, and a couple others, but
Brother in Arms. Are they actually still in it, or did they?
I
heard they're actually doing a compilation team with. Was it weird?
Yeah.
Maybe I had a. Hold on, I'm gonna go check. I heard that they were actually not able to have all 5 of their normal rosters, so they sort of had merged with another team for this journey. Let's see if I can get the read on that.
Okay, it looks like he is back now. Man, as he's even saying though, it's so I mean they do have good manners with one another.
Yeah.
But obviously it does get to a point though where you can only pause so many times before you just have to go through it. So okay, it looks like that they are ready to go here, and we should be resuming now in just a second.
Oh,
and there we go. In fact, so
right, let's get it on.
again, Lodestone going to be coming back right here, resurrecting that is. And then they'll be able to regroup and push it up. Okay, there's the light brand purchased by Aluna, so that's what I was kind of bringing up earlier. She does now go to the light brand, so definitely making her a little bit more powerful, both with some farming potential as well as, oh, even some solid carry potential. I mean, she is going to be dishing out a lot of damage, especially when she gets that Grimoire finished. Definitely something to be scared of. So,
Yeah.
going up here to the top lane, you see Monkey King currently just going to farm it up. Monkey King needs to be careful, though. Valkyrie is here, and a low sense here. Speaking of Valkyrie, I don't think we've seen an arrow from her yet. That's actually been like a distance arrow by any means. She's going to use the Valkyrie Prism here. They're going to sneak in. Monkey King has absolutely no clue. He does have a shrunken head, but you look at the setup here. Everything's going to be his Sprinter Field, Flash Freeze, everything else. The Rocket Drill, in your face arrow. Man.
All in on that Monkey King, man. But hey, nice little one and I shouldn't say one and done on him. They're going to go for a push here, so they're not quite done there. But a nice pick off. You know that team really can't put up any sort of defense without that Monkey King there, man. He is their team in a sense. He is their one of the highest. I guarantee you, if I look at the damage charts right now, he's on the top.
Well, he's
yeah,
top of his team, second in the game, but yeah, Alonia.
I didn't mean for the game, yeah, the Alonia being a lot of sustained damage there, but looking for a Grimoire now.
Yeah, that Grimoire going to be really nice. Monkey King does a buyback, but not really worth it at this point. Only 10 seconds remaining here on that resurrection. And Hellborn side, Brother in Arms, they are going to fall back as a team. Not going to look to force the issue by any means. So Valkyrie as well. She has another 1,800 gold saved up, so her GPM, she is just about now at that 300 gold per minute mark here. And again, the Geometer Bane most likely going to be coming out next time for her. Prophet's actually leveled up fairly nicely here. Well, compared to everyone else, not honestly the best, but he is level 10 at least, is the point I'm getting at. So he does have maxed out Debilitate and Persecution now, which on top of that Shared Fate is actually a pretty big deal. So.
Yep.
And then once he eventually gets 16 of course, gets that Invigorate maxed out, that could be a hell of a pushing tool with a Shared Fate and Invigorate.
Yeah, already very, very nasty team fight presence. So the amplified damage coming out from what's ultimately going to be Grimoire power coming out from Alonia. Imagine that, the plus 20%, plus the Grimoire increasing 15% more.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is going to be insane. Of course, they do have some Shrunkens, but I expect to see this Legionnaire just absolutely melt. Which is where Barbed Armor would come into play.
Hey,
hey, the faster you're going to melt, better return that damage onto a switching hero like Alonia. So.
Exactly. Lodestone bottles up an Invis right there. He's looking for some opportunity, but in the end, not going to find anything, at least just yet. We haven't had any Congo attempts today, with that said. This is going to be our 4th game of Cast today here. So, ooh, interesting. Valkyrie going a, what is that even called? Searing Light?
Yeah, going to be interesting to see if she ultimately goes and upgrades that into a Dawnbringer first, or whether she wants to, use that as more of a farming mechanism, pick up other tools, and then upgrade it later.
Interesting.
That's
okay.
the option.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Geometer's Bane. It's not we see a lot on Valkyries, especially when we use this here. But
well, I gotta say I like it a lot more than I do like the Nullstone route on Valk. I feel like Nullstone a lot of the time now just you're already a pretty mobile hero, and you're relying on your leap and stuff to get into good positioning for the fight. I feel like Nullstone just you don't do enough damage when you pick it up, but This gives you that mana to farm. They're all invis. Elephant's sort of caught up position here on the side. Not sure if they're going to commit to it, but...
Oh, there's a stun Nautica through the front. The arrow on top of that. The 5-second arrow, but he's so damn tanky. In comes the strike on head. Monkey King. The Shared Fate is put down. Monkey King jumping around. Magnus is in trouble. The travel probably through the ball. He eventually will fall, though. Look at the absolute zero. The flash freeze on top of that. And down falls Legionnaire, but Monkey King and Pandemonium still well alive. The cannonball stun lands onto Aluna right there. She gets some team support, though. Head smash coming out from Lowstone. We see Magnus in the background charging up that eruption. He doesn't get close enough, though, and both Monkey King and Pandemonium are going to be fine for now. Monkey King has cannonball in 2 seconds. It won't matter. Monkey King will pick up a haste rune, actually, and he'll run away with that. So, Hellborn team does come out on top, but at least some fight from our Legion side.
Bit of a fortunate find. He's going to have to get back to base, though. He's going to continue to push, and, well, even the haste rune pretty much needs to go heal. So...
You see the ultimate on Aluna with being level 16, having that 60-second cooldown on absolute zero. So very, very quick.
Yeah. Grimoire power pretty much going to come out after that push as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought she was doing a lot of damage before.
Yeah, 26% of the overall hero damage, and again, it's a lot of spam damage early on, but there's the Grimoire purchased. Nearly the exact amount needed for it. That's a big damage amp for her, and I'm actually really curious to see now how we notice that as a spectator.
Watch her farming neutral away for. I mean, she already farms them quick, but it's like 2 spells, and you'll see it just absolutely melt.
She's going to triple stack the Ancients right here, so still doesn't have the Grimoire yet. Speaking of Barbed Armor picked up by Lodestone right there. We mentioned that earlier, and just always with Lodestone. I mean, it's just such a great item for him, especially after you Shatter Storm, of course. Then you put it up, and you're returning even more damage as a result. So, Prophet going to protect this double damage rune. He eventually picks it up here as Legion side was heading over. This Ward of Revelation right here, that's what made that last fight kind of odd. Prophet gets swapped, actually. Arrow will hit Legionnaire. Magnus Sun's in. The bait is successful. The Shared Fate is down to debilitate everything being passed around. Holy crap! Here comes Alonia. The Shatter Storm. Payback's a bitch indeed. Cthulhu fought, trying to trample away. He's going to be gone on. Oh, the bait was there, and the Legion side fell for it completely. Oh,
yeah,
man.
That was pretty freaking ridiculous, man. Valk's ulti laying down the cover, the arrow coming in, stunning that Legionnaire, preventing it from doing anything, and then the hugest Alonia, I forget what the name of it, the hugest absolute zero I've ever seen, that frozen orb coming out, just
She didn't even
everyone.
have the Grimoire yet.
Yeah, you're right, she did not have the Grimoire yet. She had the gold for it, she had purchased, but was not there just yet. Still, everyone's absolutely destroyed.
And that all started with a swap onto a Prophet who is just protecting a rune, basically.
Yep.
So
got out in the end, too.
And he survived.
A squishy Prophet swapped into an enemy team and just walks right on out.
Well, it was funny, too, because not only that, but because of the positioning of the fight, it wasn't an awkward spot on the ramp right here. The Shared Fate was put down by Prophet, and it hit like 3 or 4 heroes right away, too, with the visibility. So, yeah, that was just not not the best executed there by our Legion team. And
they're just trying to make something happen, man. I think they feel the pressure of the game. They feel their opportunity to win closing. So that's when you go for plays that might otherwise look crazy out of desperation.
Yeah.
Because like we need to do something. They're not giving us anything. Here, let's try for this.
Of course.
And of course, it's only the support Prophet, but just trying to gain some ground and backfiring in the end.
All right, Grimoire has now been delivered. There's the Dawnbringer finished on Valkyrie, as we were talking about. So the items definitely stacking up very nicely here on Brother in Arms side here on the Hellborn team. You see double Arcana purchased by Prophet, so Hellflower is going to be coming up for him. You got the Portal Key Tablet combo and Magnus, and then you got Lowstone, we mentioned him. And yeah, just rounding out very nicely here on the Hellborn side. They were attempting Kongor a little bit, fell back initially, but they may go back to him now.
God, you look at Alonia too, and yeah, she has 1,600 health, no investments or anything, but that life pool, quite a bit larger. I mean, you look at that Gnome's Wisdom and how much mana she truly does use consistently. In terms of spam heroes, I think she's got to be tops in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I
think she is. I mean, it's just other than maybe something like a Torture, I guess.
Well, Tort's good, but there's still larger cooldown on his spells, and his ultimate doesn't work with Gnome. So, as far as I know, I might be a little bit off on that, but I don't believe his ultimate works on Gnomes either. So,
oh, true.
You know, Alonia's spells are all active, so but in a sense they're constantly draining. So,
it's maybe a Chipper, or a Bombardier.
Chipper.
Even, but
Chipper's okay, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I really feel like she takes the cake on that.
Yeah, I think she does. Just kind of
figure out any
think
other
about
heroes
others,
that might
yeah.
really just drain through their pool.
Yeah, I think
Artesia.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, Artesia. I think it's one maybe contender, actually. Maybe even more, but... Ooh, random arrow right here. Going to check the Ancients, but instead we'll just do a 5-second arrow on one of the Dragons. And they'll go ahead and go pick those off, so... Right now our Legion side, again, they are definitely in quite a hole right here. 11,000 plus gold, nearly 12,000 gold lead here for the Hellborn team on top of 11,000 experience lead. Legionnaires so screwed. I'm tired of waiting. I'm chipping down, bitch. I'm going to jump in right here. Aluna is a focus fire. Does have the token of life, by the way. And now Legionnaire getting turned on. Shatterstorm activated. The barge armor's already up. Shatterstorm, boom, goes the dynamite. Didn't even get the kill, actually. Arrow connects.
Arrow, he was already screwed anyway,
yeah.
but that's just bad feels at that point.
Yeah, to get hit by it.
They can't engage into the Hellborn team right now.
Yeah, not like
with
that.
those 2 heroes picked off, so going to have to just
concede
their middle tower at this point, man.
Again, they're desperate, but it's just honestly silly. I mean, the support wasn't going to be able to get there in time because Legionnaire he's the only one with the portal key, so I guess actually Pandemonium has one. But
and then you could argue if you really don't think you're going to win, you're just doing it for the hell of it, then it's time to concede.
Yeah, exactly.
They're having fun. Trying to hang on to this game here, but yeah, you see it quickly falling out of their grasp. They're tanky, honestly, but it doesn't even seem to matter here. And once those shrunken heads drop, they just die so fast.
Hey, see the jumping in right here. Barbed armor goes up, though. The eruption coming in. Pandemonium locking out in the background, trying to make something happen. Onto Aluna right there. Remember, she does have the token alive anyway. She does go down, but she's coming right back up. Absolute Zero already is Monkey King jumping out of the leap in from Valkyrie. Down goes Monkey King right there. He can buy back. He does it immediately. It just doesn't matter, though. Falling is Legionnaire. Andromeda maybe next. Pandemonium jumps back in with Monkey King. Just so much jumping around left and right. Pandemonium's a nice damage right here on Valkyrie. Valkyrie will fall, actually, but Monkey King also going down. And you just see the Hellborn team just holding their ground. Ultimately, they get the melee racks, and they get the hell on out of there. So,
I mean, only Pandemonium was up. They could have actually stayed and applied a little bit more pressure. But just, going to fall back from here. Spend that new gold Aluna had the Blessed Orb. Was that it? Or
she bought some. There's something on the courier,
or she
I
actually
think.
getting that
Oh,
close
the
to
Acolyte staff. Yep. Sheep
so pretty much has that sheep stick out as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, this game's not winnable. Like, it's not. They don't have some carry that can move around the fight, quickly pick people off, or lay down that burst. They just have way too much protection here, way too much sustained damage. Aluna is absolutely farmed out of her mind. Valkyrie did go to finish Dawnbringer, so didn't just use it for the farm. He did want to finish it off.
That's 3,000 gold saved up on top of that. No, so we'll see if she maybe buys something as soon as she resurrects or passes up. I mean, she's still sitting on that Ring of the Teacher here. They do have a Gnome's Wisdom, obviously, on Alonia, so at least when they're nearby, so they're not doing a whole lot. Maybe going to sell that and pick up something else, but we'll see. Lodestone, he also has plenty of gold saved up here, 3,000 gold for him. Maybe just continuing the tankiness is never a bad thing. As, yeah, there you go, Valkyrie. She sells the Ring of the Teacher. And, nope, picks up a Slayer, so Savage Mace going to be the works here for Valkyrie, giving us some good right-click presence. Nothing wrong with that. And there's the Hellflower finish on Prophet as well, who's also level 16
Yeah,
now.
it's your support Prophet picking up a Hellflower. That's when you know it's a rough game for the enemy, that is.
And he's level 16, so that shared fate. We'll have the 3 charges now.
Yeah, can pretty much constantly spam the Vigorate on his allies as well.
And they're pushing up. So Legionnaire going to, unfortunately, only take out 1 dragon right here. He's going over the Ancients, but only the 1 dragon. Cthulhu Font. Man, I mean, talk about... we were mentioning so much about Cthulhu Font in the laning phase and everything, and how fun it was to watch, but since we got out of the laning phase finally, just nothing from him.
They need to keep the aggression up, but in general, the team composition, we went back to at the start of the game during the picking phase. We looked at it and you're like, ugh, they have to be smashing or else they're just not going to be able to come out ahead. Man, you just look at... This is the initial impression you get when looking at the lineups, man. You have just the perfect mix there on the Hellborn team, and on the Legion team, it's like too much of one thing.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, okay. Lodestone thought he had an opportunity there, but... I guess he didn't. So only a 60-second cooldown with that Shatterstorm, so not the biggest deal in the world. But he'll reset some things for the rest of his team. In the meantime, you do see the Hellborn side. They're still somewhat spread out, so not going to force the issue just yet. Kongor definitely has a little bit more time left before he resurrects, so maybe could wait for him to come back up and then.
They can just team fight, man. They've nothing. They can't just go. They didn't have a sheep sick even in the previous fight, so
Yeah.
just a lot of big items have been completed. Maybe they're going to wait for things like Savage Mace. Maybe they want to top out a little bit and just really play it safe, so nothing wrong with that, but they can choose an engagement whenever they want and expect to come out okay.
Yeah, Valkyrie's just cleaning up their jungle. I mean, you just see the map control right now just dominated here by Brother in Arms. So Legionnaire pushing out a little bit right there. Gonna try to get some more farm up himself. I mean, you got the shield breaker on Pandemonium, as he actually went a Blessed Orb first, and then he went into the shield breaker. So I would assume just kind of a change up there as far as what he wanted.
Tells me that they're looking for that bulwark on. Oh, when you see the ring mail picked up, so they're looking for that bulwark on Legionnaire to try to synergize with it as soon as possible for that minus armor combination, but.
Well, they already have it on Monkey King.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so he's going for the barb. Okay, never mind.
Probably going to be it. Valkyrie, she has a double damage rune activated, by the way, so going to lead the way right here. Still has plenty of time left, on a good 15 seconds or so, so just putting damage into the tower. No Savage Mace just yet, so still going to be missing as we see a little bit right there, but at the same time, when it does connect, it's doing a lot of damage. As the tower is now basically at about half life right here. You see Kill Through the Bond, just going to go ahead and hook him right there and get the creep wave to push back. So double damage has worn off, but another creep wave coming. No barrier auto, though.
They look like they really want to wait for this barbed armor before they do anything on Legionnaire. Given that this next fight is pretty much all in, and it's already pretty grim at this point, they be forced to engage without it. Looks like they have to, and the tower is being pushed really quickly here. Range racks are, I mean, the set of racks are soon to be exposed.
Invigorate, man. Just attacks so fast with the, and on top of it just being a nice little heal too is obviously a very nice thing for Prophet here. He's not doing the shared fate though by any means. Just keeping it on Valkyrie for now. And see again right there, just giving him some good presence. Just constantly doing some chip damage here onto the tower. I'll try to get it taken out right here.
Savage Mace is actually up by Valk now if she wants to buy it. In terms of sieging the base, that's something that would definitely benefit her.
And not going to buy it just yet. Of course, we need to deliver it all the way out here. So, looking to finish the tower. It's in deny range, obviously, but Legion team not going to do that just yet. Ooh, Andromeda gets arrowed to the background, and the tower does fall. So, you see the leap away from Valkyrie. Lodestone, we thought about maybe, but go through the fun. Not your most ideal target, so going to fall back. Oh, there he still has a creep wave right there. So, they're still going to hang about, it looks like. They might actually just keep going here. There's the Savage Mace finish, by the way.
Is there anything else in that courier of things they're sending out?
There is not. The double
yes,
war
they're committed to making this happen. They're
Yep.
pretty much tired of having to linger on out in this game.
Again, I believe, I don't know if Congo's going to be up in a minute or so. I would say fairly shortly, but I didn't catch the exact time. But yeah, the Savage Mace just about here, and you start really feeling confident then about pushing in, and there you go. So now the Legion team going to realize that. Something else they have to deal with now. You see him sitting at the bottom right there. Ooh, the nice tramples done to Valkyrie, but the zero follow-up. They knew that that was not the opportunity they were looking for.
Yeah, they really need that barbed up on. There you go.
I think it might just be, if they really wanted that bad, I mean, it's all in the blood chalice at this point to maybe try to get it, but see a trample right there again by Cthulhu. Fought a little bit off. That might cost him a life right there. Sheer fate goes out. Cthulhu fought. Yes, he might fall in. He's going to barely stay alive. Look, turns things around. Prophet will eventually fall. We see Shadow Stroke after the low stroke after the Shadow Stroke, though. Goes off right there. Cthulhu does fall. But the Shuriken is doing a lot of work right here, honestly, for the Legion side, actually. Low is in trouble. Magnus does it with a big eruption right there. And just look at the Legion team fall. Monkey King and Pandemonium all of a sudden the only ones up. Pandemonium falls. Low's still going to try to finish off Monkey King just a little bit too far away. But man, oh man, Magnus. Perfect timing on his part.
They killed the Alonia before even Sheepstick got casted, before the Ultimate got casted. They killed the Prophet before Hellflower got casted or anything. Was looking pretty decent, but yeah, the biggest of Big Mac and the Salties in combination with Lodestone just cleaning things on up. Savage and Mace plus Dawnbringer about. It's like even if they take out the Alonia, they still have a whole other threat to deal with, so yeah, just can't approach all angles here, so.
Legionnaire does have buyback, but again, it's a case of it just be you and Monkey King. Not really going to be able to do it by yourselves. don't use the buyback. Andromeda's going to be up in a second. But yeah, you're right. Aluna just getting melted right away. The fact that Brother-in-Arms still won that fight is pretty damn impressive. So going to push this top lane now, but they're going to fall back before any catches happen here from the Legion team. So obviously for our Legion side, I mean, they know that chances are most likely grim, but hey, just hang in there as long as possible. Look at that, though. Wow. 3 sheep sticks now on the Hellborn side.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Lodestone and Magnus just got their own sheep sticks.
I don't think I've ever even seen Lodestone pick one up before. So.
I remember way back in the day when sheepstick used to be limited. Like, there was rules in tournaments.
Oh, yeah, you can only have, between Sheepstick and Storm Spirit, you can only have 2.
And then there was the puzzle box limitations back in the day. Before that changed, before obviously the timer happened on the puzzle box pattern.
Right.
Eventually, but yeah, I remember those limitations. I was never a huge fan of it personally. But
no, I never even thought puzzle box should exist.
Yeah. But yeah,
you understand why it's cheesy. You have to go up against a mass puzzle box team.
Yeah.
I'll get overrun. I mean, well, getting overrun by minions. Welcome to Keeper of the Forest, Tempest.
Exactly. Basically have it in a hero. Man, yeah, he's just see all the items. Let alone the sheepstick. You got Rift Shards now in Valkyrie. Kongor is going to be killed, so another token of life. Although he was like, okay, kill me again this time, see what happens. So, I really think it's just, obviously, you know, they're on Honcast, a rare moment here for this team, and this is it. They're down 1-0. It's a fun tournament. Let's just have fun with it. Let it end the old-fashioned way. So, and you can never be anything wrong with that. But pretty sure we can call a victory for Brother-in-Arms pending some. Yeah. Even if Lowstone was to DC again and eventually drop out.
They're all threats, right? They'll put out so much damage, even this Prophet. Prophet has to be a little bit more careful of his positioning compared to the rest, but yeah.
So, Valkyrie again leading the way here. Does not have the token. Oh my god, Doombringer just purchased my Monkey King. Talk about going all in. He had to sell something, did he not? Maybe he didn't actually. Maybe that's just what he had. Here we go. The jump on Valkyrie. Valkyrie is dropping someone. Monkey King jumping it as well. And Aluna is going to be bursting down. Remember, coming back out of Russia going off. Alunia's back up and immediately puts out the Absolute Zero. Puts out the Glacial Spikes, and she is one alive. The sheep sticks are just too much. GG, well played. Consifo comes out, and it looks like that is going to be it here for game number 2 as 814, a.k.a. Brother-in-Arms. They will take the game. And as a result, they will take the series. So congratulations to them. Moving on to what is going to be the round of 16. And they'll continue their play tomorrow, as will everyone else. But, man, a fun game. Obviously a little bit of pause down there. But other than that, we did have a fun game and a fun series. And ultimately a fun day here, Emperor.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to seeing this tournament continue as well. I mean, got through the first set of matches here, but a lot to come. And especially, you know, as always, as you approach more of the semifinals and finals, the stakes go up a little bit more, and higher contention, higher skilled teams meeting at it, and you can see a lot more interesting stuff. So, yeah, definitely going to be fun.
Yeah, looking forward to those bigger and better matchups. Again, it's we don't ultimately have the best of the best in this tournament, but we still got plenty of great teams. We do have plenty of great teams. It's going to be a lot of fun continuing through tomorrow and Friday eventually.
It's a big community, man. There's a lot of people wanting to break into the competitive scene. A lot of people are playing with groups of friends that they've always, you know, wanted a shot at. It's always good to give everyone a little bit of time where possible.
If anything, it's a moment for those guys. Yeah, by all means, that is just fine. So. Yeah, that's going to do it, obviously, for that series. And ultimately, our coverage here for today, the reason why I'm looking at it on my screen right now currently is that I actually wanted to be able to pull up a list right here because, as promised, and as we were talking about, so something that we just came out with here today was our subscription model that we're doing here on Honcast. So get a quick reminder on that. If you feel like it, by all means, it's just fine if you don't, but if you are feeling generous for only $4.99, it's a monthly subscription. So do 1 month, do multiple, it's up to you. $4.99 a month, $4.99 to be precise. You get subscription to the Honcast channel. There's a lot of benefits that come from it, even more to come. But this is it for what we have right now. You get, of course, subscription-only chat every now and then. You can vote for songs that will definitely play on the air. You get our Honcast chat icon. We do subscriber-only giveaways that we've already done once, and we are going to be doing again here in just a second. We're going to be doing random shout-outs. Again, we're going to also be doing that here. Subscriber-only Funcast as well. Bringing back the Funcast, and if you're a subscriber, you will have access to that. And then the biggest note of that, though, is that all the profits that we make from the subscriptions are going back into the competitive Hon scene in one way or another, specifically with tournaments and having some fun events. So.
Why don't you tell them what the fun casts are, too?
Well, what are the fun casts? Well, the fun casts for those
that's
that may
pretty
not know,
ominous.
Yeah, that's true.
Subscriber-only fun casts.
So that's
what
that.
actually are you getting with that?
No, but the fun cast, for anyone that's watched Funcast maybe for a while back in the day, basically what fun casts are pretty much in-houses. They're in-houses that we used to cast here on Honcast just for fun. Well, as the name puts, for the fun of it, basically it'd open up an in-house, random viewers would get to join, and it would be completely random modes, duplicate heroes, item drop mode. I mean, we've had some great moments in our Honcast history that I can remember that have been a lot of fun from it. So it's basically just another fun thing. Gets you guys at home, your viewers, a chance to be on Honcast and just have some fun with it. So that's what that is, and we're definitely gonna have a lot of fun with that indeed. So with that said, though, to kind of to start wrapping things up here for today. So, first off, as announced, part of the subscriptions, we're going to be doing giveaways, ideally every cast, whether it's gold coins, whether it's certain avatars, I mean, just whatever. We have tons of stuff to give away, I mean, so why the hell not, right? Now, we figured for today it just made sense to, for our Ultimate Avatar, for the Aluna Ultimate Avatar, we're going to go ahead and give the first subscriber to the channel. Now, what I mean, not the first, because this guy over here... He happened to be the actual first subscriber, but Milkfat was actually the second one, so not him either.
So do I get to be in the fun cast too?
There's a possibility, yes. We may let you in that. No, but the actual first subscriber by the name of Xylov on the Twitch chat, so he's known as XYLOV. Congratulations! Thank you for your support. As a result of you subscribing right away, you get an Ultimate Avatar. We'll get your contact information. We'll in-game name, and we'll send you that Ultimate Avatar from Aluna. So, congratulations to you. We also want to shout out for today, just in general, all the subscribers that we got for today. It looks like we got, I think, 29 in total. So I'll actually, I don't know if you want to do some too.
I can try to read some off if you want to trade off.
I can actually send it to you on Skype.
Oh
so
God! All right.
How about that?
That's your voice can handle those 29. I know.
So many names.
Okay,
there. You'll read those. I'll read the ones before that.
Embarrass myself. Okay,
all right. So here we go. Shout out to Domain of Pain. This guy over here. We got Milkfat, Xylem, as we talked about, Kooky, I guess, Miss JT, Shake Those Cakes,
oh, Miss T,
Haddock, OK on HD, The Breaker, Sigabiver, Sigabiver. These are bad. LLJRK, Morphe, Narcissist, and then I think you pick up from there.
All right. Busy Bones coming on in. John Teddy, Sagkin, Satharl, Svertel, Stick It Out, Wasa Pennin, Beef Popeye 1 out